Hello guys, so today we're just going to be doing a basic circuit workout, but first we're going to start with some warm-up exercises. So the first exercise is just going to be high kicks or Frankensteins, whatever you prefer to call it. It's just keeping your legs and arms straight and bringing your opposite leg up to your opposite arm. We're going to do this for about 30 seconds and then switch to butt kicks. After you've done butt kicks for a few seconds, just hold your heel up to your butt and stretch out your quads a little more. The first exercise was to stretch out your hamstrings, and this one's for your quads. Now for this circuit, we're going to have 5 different exercises with 3 different intensity levels of each, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and I'll show you those here in a second. Alright, next we're just going to switch up to windmills, so just keeping your arms out straight, opposite hand to opposite foot, or as close to as you can get it. Alright, next I'm just stretching out my arms a little in front of myself, over my head, and behind. And then we're just going to start with a nice easy jog in place. And while you're continuing to jog in place and stretch out anything else that needs stretched out, I'm going to go ahead and show you the exercises and the different variations of each. Alright, first off is going to be lunges. Alright, as you saw, the beginning was just regular lunges, intermediate was walking lunges, and split squats were the advanced. Next, we have 6 inches, and then kickouts, and then kickouts without using your hands for support. And that is beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Alright, the next exercise is going to be push-ups. So you can do push-ups on an elevated surface for beginner, regular push-ups for intermediate, and then bringing your arms in a little closer for advanced. Alright, and then we're going to do side kicks next. So the different variations of that, it's just going to be based off speed. So the slower you go, it's going to be more directed towards beginner, and then the faster it's going to be more advanced. And then our last exercise is going to be squats. So you can do a basic squat. For beginner, for intermediate, you can hold some type of weight. I hold a book. And for advanced, you're going to add in a jump and do a jump squat. Alright, so we're going to do each exercise for 45 seconds, starting with lunges now, and then we're going to get a 15-second break after each exercise, and then after the entire circuit, get a 1-minute break, and we're going to go through this 2 times. So go ahead and you should have started on your lunges now. You can do whatever level you feel comfortable with. If at any point you would like to switch it up, if you think it's too easy, you can make it harder. Do the next step up. If you think it's too hard, then you can take it a step down and do the level below. Alright, now take a quick 15-second break. I'm getting ready for my next exercise. We can walk around for a few seconds, try to keep moving. And for this one, I am doing the intermediate level, which I'm going to do for the majority of the exercises. I just didn't for the first one because I don't have a lot of room to do walking lunges. after our break, on to the next exercise. So I'm just doing intermediate level, so just regular push-ups. I'm sorry, I actually meant we are doing 30 seconds of each exercise with a 15-second break, so 45 seconds total. Alright, and for push-ups, I know I did not do a great job of this, but try to keep your body straight and bring your elbows down to a 90-degree angle. Alright, and then moving on to side kicks. The faster you go is the higher intensity you'll be at. So after this break, we're going to start with side kicks for 30 seconds. Alright, and starting now, just alternating legs, kicking out to the side. If you need to hold on to something for support, you can do that. Alright, now we're going to take a small break and then move on to squats. So again, I'm just sticking with the intermediate level of this exercise. So I'm holding this book as a weight across my chest and squatting for the full 30 seconds. Starting now. Alright, and now we're going to take a minute-long break and then complete that entire circuit one more time before our cool down. So go ahead and walk around. You can jog in place. I got a drink and I just prefer to walk around my apartment as my break. So I just kind of walk back and forth. Alright, and getting ready, we are about to start lunges again. Alright, starting now, 30 seconds of lunges. Alrighty, and now taking a small break before we start our next exercise. So you can either do 6 inches or kickouts without support. I'm doing intermediate of this one, so I'm just doing kickouts with my hands underneath me. So we have 30 seconds of this and then another 15-second break. Alright, and time for a break. I'm going to go and stand up for a second and then get ready for push-ups. Alright, if you'd like, you can also do push-ups this way, but with your knees on the ground. It's sort of a modified and easier way. Try to keep your body straight as possible. Again, I know I'm not good at that. I'm terrible at push-ups, but try to keep your body straight and get your elbows down to a 90-degree angle. All right, taking a small break and moving to our next exercise, which is just side kicks. Just kicking your legs out to the side. You have 30 seconds of this. Okay, again, speed with this is a big thing, so the faster you go, it'll be directed more towards the advanced level. Slower you go, more towards beginner. I try to keep a pretty consistent, decent pace to stick with that intermediate level. Alright, now small break, and we are going to do squats next. So I'm doing it with weight, you can do it without, and you can incorporate a jump in if you'd like. So we have 30 seconds of squats, and then a small break, and our cool down. Alright guys, awesome job. So now we're just going to take a second, catch our breath, you can grab a drink, and then work on some stretches for our cool down. Alright, so for our first stretch, I'm just going to bring my heel to my butt and hold it to really stretch out those quads, and then switch to the other side. Alright, next I'm just propping my heel up on my couch, and I'm reaching down towards my toes to stretch out my hamstrings. And switching to the other side. Okay, and now I'm just placing my toes up on my couch and leaning into it to stretch my calves some. You can do this on pretty much any vertical surface. I'm just switching and I'm doing this, or I'm completing this stretch on both sides. And then I'm squatting down, pressing against my knees with my elbows to stretch out my hips a little bit. Alright, now moving up to your arms. I'm just stretching my arm across my body, switching and repeating on the other side. Next, I'm just going to stretch my arms above my head on both sides, reach out and stretch in front of me and behind me. Right now we're going to move on to just some breathing exercises. So just as you bring your arms up, you're going to inhale. As you bring them back down, exhale. So arms up and inhale, down and exhale. 2 more times. So arms up and inhale, down and exhale, up and inhale, and down and exhale. Thank you guys so much.